look at all of this stuff coming down here. Are we gonna fill up too fast, do you think, or what? Now that this is... Okay, so we're losing like one screw a minute pretty much. We're managing to keep on top of this. And you know, in actual fact, we could probably do better up here too. How frequently are the screws coming out of here? Very fast, it looks like. So we could actually upgrade these bad boys here to be faster too, right? Just to shove them all out. Wait, so is there a conveyor merger like upgrade or something? Or is the conveyor merger always gonna be my my downfall? I think you need to upgrade the splitters and mergers. I don't think I can though. Or does that come... You have used my referral code. Okay, hang on a second. Let me just check. I want to see if this updates like straight away. Earnings. Overview, earnings. Total earnings. This is the amount you've earned throughout the program from the moment you started. This includes current as well as collected earnings. A great way to see your progress. And last payout. Okay. So I don't know how often this updates, but I'll have to check on it, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was going to be something like dynamic, you know? The merger is unlimited speed. Okay, so we're going as fast as we can here, is what you're trying to say to me. Nice. Okay, so we're producing screws so fucking fast, and we're transporting them down here super fucking fast too, and we're just spitting out screws like there's no tomorrow at the back here, super fucking fast, and we should be able to up the overclock on this, right? Or do we need to upgrade this all to Mark III eventually? Get Mark III belts, then the merge can work faster. It's slow since it can't handle the output. Okay, how is this doing? So we have 24, and then by the time this is done, no, it's still not quite. So we're not totally efficient here. We're not totally efficient here. Can we put it to like 125? Does 125% make us the most efficient we can be? Okay, so it's producing now. And then we receive the screws in. So we need to get up to 48. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think 125% is the overclock speed that we can handle right now. So we're going to look to up that as well. We're going to look to up it at some point in the near future. All right. So I think we want to ramp up production of these plates too, right? Like that's good. There's a lot of screws going in there, but we need to make more of these plates. So this factory is just going to be a plate factory, right? So production, we want another assembler. So we're going to have another one here like this right beside this one. Because we're going to want to upgrade all of these belts to make them faster, right? No point in having the slow ones. What else will benefit from having faster belts? A lot of things probably, right? All right, so now we're going to have to sort out how this is going to work too, because we're going to have some splits. We're going to have to do some splittings here, right? So we're going to have to do a three-way split for those, and then a three-way split for these plates as well. What is my inventory looking like? It's not too bad right now. Remember, you need screws for the rotors too. Yes, I know. We're gonna split rotors, screws off for rotors as well. We'll probably have another splitter in here and then have them come out here, and then maybe we'll put rotor production upstairs. We'll have rotor production upstairs perhaps in this factory, in this very factory. It'll be another level up. We'll have some rotors going up there. Used to be subtle with donation sniping. Now I'm a full-on horror. What's next? A Pepsi commercial? Yes. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that they give me a Pepsi. Man, can you imagine they gave me a Pepsi commercial? We can live in hope, right? We can live in hope. One day maybe I'll have my own Pepsi commercial. Anything less would be uncivilized. That can be my strap line. Could be my strap line for the Pepsi commercial. So we're going to need two splits. We're going to have a split for the bottom stuff, and then so we're gonna have to have a split in between each machine here that's gonna go off to the other machine, and then we're gonna have to like have another floor here potentially or something. Like it's gonna get really messy in here because we basically have to do a double split. So I'm thinking that we like sack this off, and then we'll remake this all with like the faster ones too, right? So we're gonna sack all this off and replan it so that we can up our production. Gonna up our production big time. And then we're saying it's like 125% as well. That's like what we want to go in at. Okay, so this comes like this, and then we say now that's interesting. Okay, so we have a splitter that comes in here and then splits off to... Okay, that's never gonna work. It's because it's too close, right? Oh, fuck, how are we gonna do this, guys? This is gonna be crazy. There's no way that I can get a platform up here. I guess I could get it like up here like this. But then that's not leaving a lot of space down there for the... How much space do we have on the other side here? Maybe I'm trying to do this like the wrong way. Guys, Mr. Ideas has an idea, okay? Let's disassemble this. Let's disassemble this one. And let's disassemble this one too. And then let's disassemble this. We'll sort out this storage too, right? Oh wait, should I put the music back on? Because it's kind of nice sometimes to have the music, right? Audio, music.
You're doing great, Dad!
Is this game Union? Ha ha. Game looks like it has potential to log a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a really good one, Mephalica. I've been liking it a lot, actually. Thanks for the bits. It's honestly, it's a good one. Like, we've only done like the really basic stuff. Now we're getting into the more complicated stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how best to like split this stuff. But I think I have I think Mr. Ideas has got a little bit of an idea here on how to do it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to split this stuff. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I think I'm gonna do it like up here. I'm gonna raise this up and do my splits up here. And then I'm gonna have them come down here after the splits. I'm gonna have them come down here, and then we're gonna have the other bits here, right? So I just need to like get up here. Nice, I got a little ramp, it's perfect. So this is gonna come in through here, and then this one, it works better for this one, right, too, because we gotta like split this off too. So this is gonna go like this, for example. No, it's not. It's gotta go like more in the middle. So this is the splitter here. So this one's gonna go like that. Have I just put it in the exact same... Wait, you can't get this in the middle, can you? Oh yeah, you can kind of get it into the middle. Okay. I know what I'm doing, boys. I got it here. This is it. This is the one. It's like Michael Jackson's "This Is It." That's it. You know what Michael Jackson was saying when he said "This is it"? He was just saying that this is the last one for me. I'm done. After this one, I'm done. That's what he was trying to say to you. Okay, so we want this to go faster. This is going to be Mark II. So this is going to be a factory of the future, boys. That's right. We're going all Mark II. Everything in here has to be Mark II. So this has to be Mark II. Okay, that's going to come through here on a Mark II. And in fact, it's going to be so Mark II that we're going to replace 3 with this. 3. There, we bound it to the hotbar. So now we're only using Mark IIs in this factory, okay? We don't want any scummy Mark 1s. That's right. Okay, so we get this splitter. It's gonna need some room to split out here too. So I'm thinking we put it like here. Hang it over the edge. Okay, so that's the plates. So then we have to make like a spaghetti junction down here too. So this can go right up to the wall. So we put one here, and one here. But then this sticks out a little bit. So it's not going to quite fit 3 in here. So we're going to have to move this over a tad. It has to move over just a tad. So where was it going to there? It was going to there, right? So now we're saying that this assembler can go at least here. And this one can go next to it. And then this one can go next to it. And then we can still close this off. Okay, perfect. So these assemblers are gonna do... They're gonna do the bizzo. That's right. And then we're just gonna have a bit of Mother Nature's boon in here. I wish that we didn't have to have Mother Nature's boon in here, but I think we're gonna have to have Mother Nature's boon in here. I think it's just the way it's gotta go. And then we have all this space back here to do other stuff, like maybe make like a walkway that goes up or something like that. All right, so these are gonna be all of our plates. So this is gonna be reinforced plate. This is gonna be a reinforced plate. And this is gonna be a reinforced plate. And then we want the outputs to come down here. So this is screws. Oh, 9. Oh, 9. Oh, hang on a sec. Might be able to do something like with this, though. So we'd have like one running underneath that and then one on top. Maybe this is the way to do it, boys. Look, so we'd have like this one connect up to here, but then it wouldn't really connect. So this one would have to go connect down to another one that's like down here-ish. We want these to line up. So we go like that. And then that wouldn't be able to connect into that though, so that wouldn't really work. Ah, fudge. Hot fudge sundaes. We've already hit a snag here. We've hit a production snag already, because look, I'm not sure that this is gonna work. I think it might be too steep. I think we need some more room. I think we need to push them back a little bit more. I'm also not thrilled about this. That's annoying me. Okay, let's get rid of this too for now. Okay, so that comes off of here. What do I need to get this to play ball here? It needs to be at least in here. It needs to be at least in that square. Okay. So production assembler, we say push it back to like here. So that's even further back now. And then we say that goes into here. That goes into here. And that goes into here. Oh my god, this is gonna be a mess. Okay, and then this somehow has to go like up and over to get to this other side here, right? Because they're doing a one split on a one resource. So this has to come here, which doesn't make any sense. This has to come down to here. So that has to pass through that. And then this has to come down here, but this works. So that one is not hitting anything else, but these ones all hit. So what a mess. That's a real mess, isn't it, boys? Jeez. Okay, so we have to think about how we're gonna do this instead. There's gotta be like a nice way of doing this, right? So that it looks better. Maybe with like, maybe we try to do it with these things. So that like one could pass underneath it. Split off. So which one would have to, so say this one hooks up to here, which is what we want. And then this one hooks into like here. That's fine. But then this one here, when it goes into here, won't be able to do it. So we'd want to like... Will this work? No, it's too steep. And then that's a connector right there too, right? Oh boys, this is gonna be tough. Because the way that the split works, it's like all over the damn place, right? So it'd probably make more sense for these to not be side by side, but rather stacked on top of each other. So I think we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to have the assemblers stacked on top of each other. And then it'll be easier to like filter it out that way, right? So what do we need to stack these on top of each other? Oops. Oh, Lord. Okay, so, but we also wanted to do what? The rotors in here as well, right? Stack the splitters. Stack the splitters. Stacking the splitters is going to be way too hard, though. And it'll look dumb as well. You can't really stack the splitters well, I don't think. Because see, look at... Stack it like that, I suppose. So the only way to stack the splitter would be to have it like that. And then there's going to be a big hovering gap in between. Boys, I don't like the big gap. Delete a foundation underneath a splitter. Oh, what? It's like you do it like this? Is that high enough though? So if I put another splitter under here. Nah, see, it still like floats. I don't want like a floating gap in between the splitters. I don't mind going tall though. I think it'd be fine. So we go tall, so we split on one side and then send it up one, and then we split on the other side and send it up another, and then it's probably cleaner doing it that way, right? Unless, like you said, we stack the splitters maybe like in the middle here and then just like have them go off to their things. I don't know if we can do that though. Conveyor splitter.
This factory would even make Willy Wonka wonder what the actual fuck.
You think so? Oh, come on. Willy Wonka would not be wondering what the fuck. He'd be like, how do I get this factory designing dynamo on board? How do I get him? How do I get the essence of him? So then this splitter has to go up here. Want to get up here. Oh, it's not even in the middle or anything. I think the splitters are too big. But I guess they have to be because... So, we're gonna have a gap here though still. We're back to square one with this gap in between, which just doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, and it doesn't feel great either. There's got to be a better way, boys. You know what? There's got to be a better way, and I'm going to be the guy who What about... Boys, maybe we're tackling this the wrong way. Look at this.
What the actual fuck?
I'll tell you what the actual fuck, you little bitch. So we line it up. Can these things not go next to each other, though? So these things are too big. So we'd have to have like some spacing in here. So now we're saying that it could come in here like this. It could go in here like so. And then we could have like, so maybe on top of each other is the best way. Production. We'd have like an assembler. Then we'd want to line this up. It has to go further back though, right? Assembler. So we're saying that it's got to go about this far back. Fuck, I wish you get like the little line things to tell you like that it was lined up. Like that, right? So then those feed into here, and then that can just be whatever and whatever. Whenever. Geraldo. Okay, so and then so we can do it like that, and then we can split it up here so that it doesn't have to like go down, or maybe split it across like levels or something instead, right? That's what I'm thinking right now. It's awkward because these come in like at different points here too, right? So you have to like account for that too. And we've got this like no man's land here as well, which is not the best. So we can do some fucking around with poles and stuff there, but we don't need to. So logistics, so we'd have the splitter here for... So that lines up with that one. But then if we wanted to do another assembler next to
Mr. Ideas is going nuts. Avert your eyes, children, lest your virgin eyes be influenced by this satanic madman.
So maybe we do 2 per floor. And then we could do it like this. So we still need to get a split in. Or maybe we just need to make the floor much wider. So we go with this wall, and then we go here again. And then we say... That goes into there. and that goes into there. And those are straight as an arrow as well, right? Perfect. And then we have a bunch of space in between. I mean, we don't need to... The maps are huge, right? So we don't need to worry too much about running out of space or anything. Like... Okay, I'm going to remove these just for now, just to see where we're at. So we still have to do a split. Maybe 2 assemblers is enough. Maybe we don't need to... I just wanted to use 3 because then it would make use of all the splits, but maybe we don't need to do that. Maybe we just don't even need to do that. Maybe this is enough. So splitter here would then split into this side, and then we're kind of like in the same situation again, though.
This is for you, Sidity. Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow. Wow. And then I think we can stack these on top of each other. So we'd have one run in, and then the other one stack, and then come down, right? So we'd be doing something like this, where it'd go like that. Turn. And then it would go like in here. Or would it go up? And then this one would come like along here. The belt has an invalid shape. What? What's invalid about this shape? What's so invalid about this shape? Okay, so it has to go back one. For my grand master plan to work. Nope. Has to come forward one. So it's like here. That's the one. So that goes in there like that. This we can tighten up a bit. Oh! Oh! So we're using stackers for different applications now as well, which is kind of sexy too. I like it. Okay, so this can go, which means that this can go. Which means that now we can start thinking about yeah. Okay. So that goes into the splits. Fine. So then we say that this comes over to here like this. And then we're going to have to get like another riser thing here too, right? So we won't use the middle one. We're just doing a two-way split. Because this is going to have to go up and over. So that goes to that one. This one goes to this one, right? And then this one, oh, I see. So hang on a second. It can't be these two on the side here. So this one goes to this one. And then this one would have to go up onto a riser. A Forza Horizer. No, it's not going to fit on that one. Wait, it's trying to go on the wrong one. That's why. Maybe if it went onto the right one to begin with, it would have been fine. Okay, so maybe having it come out. So it goes in this way, but then we want to maybe have it come out back this way and then over again.
Hey, where's Pyrian? Also poop.
Man, I don't know where Pyrian is today. He didn't want to. He didn't want to stream. He just wanted to play Dota. But to be fair, I just wanted to play this as well, so kind of worked out. Okay, so that encroaches on clearance. I feel like we're kind of close with this, but it still has... We still have some ground to cover with it. So if we put this, like, here, that's not going to work. This one, if it was a bit straighter, maybe it would... The floor is too steep. And then that overshoots that. So this is perfectly in the center here. So that goes off there. And then that one goes off there. Maybe this one doesn't need to be right here. Let's try that instead. So then we move this, so this one comes out the side and goes into here. We want the screws to go in the same sides, ideally, I think. And then we have another splitter. It's gonna be too high up. It's not gonna be able to come back down, right? So that goes into there and into there, and then this one we'd want it to come like through, like on a thing, so that it passes over. Like that. But then we'd have to have one. Okay, yeah, so that means that we could have a splitter back here, because we only need the two outputs for this as well, right? Because there's only two here. So that can go right up against the wall. And that means that we could have the splitter a bit further along here. This receives, no problem. And then this can go into here, like so, and then this can go up and over here like this. And it's like a little bit messy, but I think it kind of works. Okay, so now that's plates going into there, and then we got screws going into here and into here, using just like a series of weird splits. You could put a splitter onto an existing conveyor belt, run two conveyor belts over each other with the conveyor pole stackable, and then put splitters onto the existing conveyor belts to stack the splitters on top of each other. You could put a splitter onto an existing conveyor belt, run two conveyor belts over each other with the conveyor pole stackable, and then put splitters onto the existing conveyor belts to stack the splitters on top of each other. Does that actually work? What, like this? And then you just put a splitter on top of it? Where do you put the splitter now? Oh. Oh. Okay, well, fuck, that kind of changes everything then. I didn't know you could do that. That's nuts. But still doing that. Oh, I guess it gets them stacked, and then you just sort of like can leave the poles on the side, right? Man, I would never have figured that out. Is that intended or what? Redo everything in before it gets patched. You could put one on the ground floor as well as the stack. You could use two stacked single wall conveyors for each assembler instead of the double ones. Double stacked wall conveyors. Maybe. I don't know. So this is what I've done here. without like weird stacking and stuff. I mean, is that intended though? Like the with the risers and the things? Seems kind of weird, right? And then you have to disconnect them and reconnect them after though, right? Because it won't take them as input straight away. Could just remove the poles now if I wanted. I think your solution is fine. Let's use the stacker thing on the next one. I mean, it's fine, but it just takes up a lot of space. So we want reinforced plates here. Reinforced plates here. And then we want this overclocked to 125% as well. Okay, and now we have to hook up power as well. Okay. So now that we know about the stacker thing, we'll do that in the next factory. I think you're right. Let's just leave this as it is because it took so fucking long to get it set up anyway. It's really annoying. And then we could put some walls and shit down in here. So how high does this factory need to be so that we can close it off? Yay high. Okay, and then this top bit will need to be a little bit higher, but that's okay. Okay, so power-wise, we'll run a pole into here. Oh yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna store this stuff too. I mean, let me up. Pardon me. Plus, the bigger the factory means the more nature that gets killed off. That's true too. Yeah. What am I making? Am I having any stuttering? So far, no. It's all right actually. A little, like if I leave the area I'm in now and go over to a new area and it reloads up all the resources there, there's a little tiny bit of stuttering, but it's not too bad. In the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that bad. It's been surprisingly pretty good considering how much crap I've built. I have built a lot of crap. Alright, so this can just be replaced with wall. So we're not coming out to here. So we're gonna have a little bit of Mother Nature in here, but not much. Get rid of these platforms. We might build something beside this, I'm not sure. So what do we want here? A ramp? So that we can get up into here and sort all this stuff out if we need to. And then ceiling here, or I feel like this needs to just be a little bit higher in here. Like that, it's probably fine, right? Or one more. I mean, this stuff comes in, but it's gonna clip it out. So what are we saying then? That we want it like that? Pow, wow, 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 wow. Oh, that's something in my eye. It's because it's so beautiful, I'm crying. That's why. I'm not crying. I got something in my eye. It's beautiful. It's the factory I've always wanted. Ever since I was a young boy, I've always wanted to have my own crappy factory. I'm just joking. Kill that flying monstrosity. It's my pits. Yeah, it is. God, what the fuck? Ouch. Ow. This is my daughter, like, can't stand having, like, any sort of irritation in her eye, right? Now that her hair is growing, it goes into her eyes all the time. And, like, she constantly gets her eyelashes, like, stuck in her eye and stuff like that, too. So, like, the big thing now is, like, constantly. Like, this morning she woke up at, like, 4 in the morning. And all you could hear from her room was, like, my eye. I got something in my eye. My eye. Fuck me. My eyes, like, constantly getting something in her eye. I don't know how. It's like constantly hair going into her eye or something getting into her eye. Maybe we have to take her to the eye doctor or something. I don't know. Chat. It's constant. There always seems to be some sort of drama around her eye. Can you explain that? Pow 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 pow. Wait, what? Just wanted this gate here. Nice. Okay, good. So then, in terms of feeding power into here, and also making it so that we can get into here, I guess we have the doorway at the back, right? So that we're not standing in the road getting hit by a car every 5 seconds. Potentially have the doorway coming in through here or something. Although it's a mess in here. Huh? I don't know. I don't know if I want the doorway to come in through here, because then we'd have to, like, rejig all this. Maybe it just makes more sense to have the front entrance here for now. Make a big entrance as well. Okay, perfect. We'll just make sure that we run on the right side of the road. Okay, so storage-wise, I feel like we want to store this stuff just while it's made, but I don't think we're ever gonna have a container full of this stuff, you know. So I guess we probably want to have like a merger. We want to do a merge. Logistics, a merger. So we'll have it like directly in between. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, I'm an angry man. Okay, that could go in there. That could go in there. And then we can just have an organization storage container. Just for now, we can do it like this, right? It's fine. Look, it gives itself... Look, it gives itself little... It gives itself some little feet. Some little feet come off. That's nice. Okay. And then this power line can come in through here. And then we can just go... boing and boing. Nice. Okay, so now we're making 2 of these. And boy, oh boy, are the plates coming. Okay, so now we have to sort out the outside plate thing. We have to upgrade these plates to go faster as well. Okay, so now we should be transporting plates up here faster. Oh yeah, mama. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Okay, so now we have plates and screws going into these assemblers and making the fortified plates. The factory's getting huge now. Jesus. And so we have, I don't know if this is working at 150%, 125%. We still don't have enough screws going in here. So we have some downtime. Can we get a tour after this is done? Have you ever constructed a Terry in the pale moonlight? No, I never have. Build a gate at the storage and make it like a big distribution center. I don't know if I can do that now. I think it's too late for that. What, like this storage over here, you mean? Look at all this crap coming off of here. Holy shit. Okay. Concrete is still manufacturing over here. This is nice. It does not line up properly, this part here. There's like a little like pivot in here, which is not the best. But there you go. That's where we're at. Some mistakes have been made. Some of them we're not too fond of. But again, there you have it. That's where we find ourselves. Okay, so we have reinforced plates being made, which is great. And we have to think about doing rotors as well, which means that we're going to need to split screws again. I think it's screws. Is it screws and rods that we need for rotors? I think it might be. So rotors, we're either going to make on top of here somehow. Get some. Are these screws traveling as fast as they could be? What have I done? That's a belt mark 2. That's a belt mark 2. Belt mark 2 as well. Oh, it's when they get... Oh, I see. It's when they get split. So the belt mark 2... That's a belt mark 2 all the way through. So we, like, lose one in the split, which makes sense, right? Because, like, it's splitting them off 2 by 2. So actually, we need to have it go in faster before the split. So the 3 leading into the split. It takes loads of screws per plate. I know. For rotors, maybe just use rods and make the screws on site. I don't know if we necessarily need to. I think we can just like send the screws up top with a split in here. Split this off, but then it's going to be even less screws, right? But ideally, I'd want all the screws to come out of the screw factory. I don't want to set up more stuff for screws. But we do need rotors. It would be good to manufacture some rotors, right? Okay. Huh. So there's going to be a bit of nature inside this factory as well, but that's probably not the worst thing that could happen either. A little tiny bit of nature. Never hurt anybody, I suppose. Maybe. Or maybe nature has hurt people in the past, and that's the problem. That's why we're so dead set against nature. Belt mark 2s. Okay. So we we're gonna set up like a bit of a different storage area out here. It's gonna be a bit different to what we're used to normally. Because this stuff, we shouldn't really have like too much of it. So I think we're gonna go like this. So we go organization, container storage. Okay, perfect. So that's fine. We put all that stuff in there. Eight. Wonderful. Okay, that's good. So we start storing that. We can get back in here and just finish off these walls and stuff. This factory is like more or less done now. Well, this floor is at least. And then we want to try to wall this off. And sealing this off. Okay, good. Alright, so this is where we're making our plates. And we could do with having like the Mark III belts so that we can get screws in here faster. Because we're probably not as efficient as we could be, right? We could be more efficient. I like this tunnel now. I especially like the fact that we got some resources like going across the way too. I think that's nice. I think that's a neat touch. Okay, so if we're gonna go like top side here for this other part, so we're gonna have to get rods in here as well for these rotors, and then we're gonna have to split here again too, or we gotta try to split here. So we can split here, and then send some screws up top. So we just need 2, right? So we'd want to split here once, and then split again at the top into 2. So that would mean it coming like into here, like this, right? So we get rid of this and that and that. That moves up a little bit. So we go split. And then we'd say like this goes, this goes, this goes, this also goes, and then we can bring this back out straight like that, and then it can go into here. So that's fine. That comes out. And then this other split can go up to the next floor, which would be what, up here? Yeah. So we want this to go up here, where we're gonna make rotors. Fuck's sake. And then we have to get rods through here too, which is fine. We can get rods through this other side. So we're gonna try to bring it up like. Oh god, this is getting nuts. Like there's so much stuff. We're making a gigantic mess in here. I don't even think I can get this up. Aha, but wait. What if... Chat, what if we go long, like Jerry Rice would have? Back when Jerry Rice and Joe Montana were doing it together. Remember back then? Back then when the boys were at it? Jerry Rice and Joe Montana? This is like the sort of play that they would come up with. This sort of tricky belt play that I'm working on right now. So like we go like this in the middle here. No, not there. right? And then we go like with one of these bad boys. Uh-huh. Okay, so we have even less screws getting to the... Fuck me. Okay, but that gets screws up to the top floor. And then we just need to have a space for rods to come through as well, right? So where are rods currently going? We're not shipping rods anywhere just now, are we? We're not. Oh, boys. Oh yeah, we are. Oh, that's right, we are. We do have rods going. Okay, so rods will have to come out of here on a split as well. And probably go out here. Okay, this is doable. I think this is doable. So the rods come in currently here. But we just split them first. And then we can send them. If we do a split first and then we hook it into there, it should be fine, right? So we split them right out here and then... So hang on a second. Where's this? Logistics. Conveyor splitter. So this goes into here. First. And then we just hope that this can make it up here. It can't. Of course. It might be able to do it from... Fuck. It might be able to do it from up like here. No. It can't. Okay, good. So that's that. That's us screwed on that front as well. That kind of sucks. So we would want to do the split around here, but now we can't. And now we can't hook the rest of this stuff back up. Annoyingly. It won't even go to that one. It'll go as far as this one. And even then, it's not really having it. Problem is that won't work because it doesn't encroach. So we have to figure out a way to get this to go up. No, even that's too steep. Shit. So where can I split it from then? Because this worked perfect. Hello! Okay, it's gotta go up the top of that. We could maybe do it back here. So we would say that this becomes a thing like that, and then we could split it here before it goes into this split. Okay, so logistics splitter. Oh, you son of a bitch. What are my angles? Come on. Throw me a frickin' bone here, game. Throw me a mother frickin' bone here. How the hell am I gonna do this now? So that's already coming around like that. I wish there was like a easier way to split this stuff without these fucking gigantic splits. The splitters are just too big.